It's opportunity number 4 now for a team to eliminate their opponents and advance to the semifinals in the KBA playoffs. And we'll see if they can take it. 0 for 3 so far. Teams are in attempts to close out their series. We'll see if the number 1 team in the league can do it. It's the Goldenrod Wartortles taking on Lake of Rage. Curtis Coleman here to bring you the action for the KBA on Elite 4 TV. The 8-seed Lake of Rage played a really strong game 2, but Hitmonchan continues to get in his own way a lot of the time. Cost the team with a lot of missed shots. As a result, they shot 41% as a team to 51% by Goldenrod in Game 3. Captain Falcon, a finalist for Coach of the Year. As the starters for Lake of Rage about to be introduced, it's the same starters that have been since, I think, Game 3 of the season when Shiny Gyarados entered the starting lineup. Shiny Gyarados was terrible in Game 3. Red Gyarados was 2 for 9. I believe he had 2 points total after one of the best games we've ever seen in the KBA, so we'll see which Gyarados version we get. Keep in mind, though, he was still a plus in that game. Good things were happening when he was on the court. He just wasn't doing anything offensively. There's Primeape. He had a 29-point game in Game 3. Trying his best to carry his team. There's the league's leading scorer, Hitmonchan. But there's a reason why he didn't make an all-KBA party. It's because of that inefficiency. He's a walking brick a lot of the time. He had a fantastic Game 1, struggled in Game 2, and brought his team down in Game 3. There's Raichu. He had a huge Game 2. Big reason why they won that game to begin with. And then the star, first-party all-KBA member, Feraligatr. He has been really quiet this series. Consider him like a Wilt Chamberlain-esque figure who just seems to be dropping in the playoffs. He's averaging 6 points a game on just 31% shooting. Coach Ditto needs to figure out something because this team is 1 game away from being eliminated. The Wartortles 1 game away from moving on to the semifinals as the 1 seed. They knew this was going to be a tough matchup when it came out. This was a team they lost to in the regular season, and even in Game 3, Goldenrod still out-rebounded Lake of Rage, something that at the beginning of the game I said was virtually impossible for them to do, but they managed to do it. We'll see if they can keep it up in Game 4. Opening tip-off between Machamp and Shiny Gyarados. It's about to take place. Tip-off won by Gyarados. Feraligatr's going to flip it back to Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan averaging 18 points a game in the playoffs. 2.7 steals, 39% shooting, though. Remember, that was heavily carried by his strong Game 1, which they lost by a significant amount. Raichu is going to cut in, get the 2 over Sceptile. Raichu's on the board. Sceptile, one of 3 Wartortles to make all KBA, all defensive first party. Alongside Machoke and Gengar. It's Alakazam on the outside. Alakazam for 3. No good. Rebound to Gyarados. Gyarados 13.7 rebounds a game, sits top 3 in the league. Feraligatr on the other side. That shot's no good. Rebound to Machoke, who had a fantastic Game 3. 16 points, I believe. Player of the game in my eyes. Alakazam over Hitmonchan. No good. Rebound to Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan leads all point guards with 2 rebounds a game in the playoffs. Going to go for the alley-oop. It's intercepted by Machamp. Here comes Alakazam against Primeape. Has the type advantage. Gonna get fouled and get a trip to the free throw line. Alakazam gets an early opportunity to get his team on the board. You see that? Primeape goes physical, and frankly, it's not that effective against Alakazam. Alakazam averaging 16 points a game, 1.3 steals, a block, 50% from the field, 50% from 3, just as efficient as he was in the regular season. I mean, is it safe to call him the best player in the league? I think it's pretty close. First free throw, gonna be good. And it's now 2-1. I mentioned going into this, no team has advanced to the semis just yet. Saffron and Kanto saw a potential elimination. Saffron won that, managed to force a Game 5. Mushroom Kingdom Central City, that was a potential elimination. Mushroom Kingdom won that, forced a Game 5. And in the 3 vs 6 series, Celadon versus Pallet Town, it was a potential elimination game in Game 3. That was won by Pallet Town. They forced a Game 4. We'll see if they force a Game 5 in a couple days. But as I said, Goldenrod trying to be the first team to advance to the semifinals. Feraligatr off balance, shot no good. Feraligatr struggling once again. Alakazam pushes it forward. That's intercepted by Raichu. They had a fantastic game stealing the ball in Game 2 in the game that they won. 14-9 were the turnovers. Gyarados pass intercepted by Alakazam. He's going to stretch it up the court to Gengar. Gengar on the fast break over Primeape. That's no good. Primeape's got the rebound. Primeape's taking it up. Primeape with it in his left hand. Primeape looking, going to the left. Primeape now on the elbow is going to find Gyarados in the post. Type advantage? No, but position advantage against Sceptile, and he's going to hit the jumper. Gyarados already scoring as many points in this game as he did in Game 3. Machoke on the other side. Maybe he scored 6 points. I don't remember. He had a terrible game. He had like 2 for 9 shooting. Machamp in tight. That's no good. Gyarados has done a great job against Machamp. 57% from the field. That's lower than he shot in the regular season. Doesn't sound great, but it is lower than the regular season. Hitmonchan gonna have to cut back on the shots, or at least take smart shots. That one wasn't the most dumb shot. I'll give him that. That one just misses, though, and the rebound goes to Alakazam. He finds Sceptile. Zam on the top. Zam looking to his right. The finals for MVP, perhaps even the favorite for MVP. He's going to find Gengar. Gengar fakes out Primeape's going to pull up from the mid-range. His shot is good. Gengar is on the board. Gengar, first-party LKBA member. One of 2 players from this team. As 2 All-KBA players for Lake of Rage as well, those being Shiny Gyarados making the third party, and Feraligatr making first party, as Primeape going to be fouled by Machamp, fighting on fighting type. Primeape looking to pick up where he left off. 15.7 points per game, 4.7 assists, 2.3 rebounds. He's doing an outstanding job this playoffs. He's done an outstanding job this second half of the season, averaging about 16 points a game. And he's shooting just under 50% from the field. Primeape's first shot is good. Other notes to watch out for. Points in the paint were dominant for Lake of Rage in the game that they won. They outscored them by 20 in points of the paint in their victory. Game 3, it was tied, and Goldenrod took the win in that one quite comfortably. Rebounds, Goldenrod out-rebounded them in Game 3. Bench points, 15-9 in favor of Goldenrod in Game 3. The only time, and then in Game 1, it was 25-13 for Goldenrod. So watch out for trying to limit the bench points for Lake of Rage. Alakazam is going to find Sceptile. Sceptile over Raichu. Hook shot is good with the left hand. And we're even at 6. Here comes Raichu taking it up. Raichu finds Primeape. Primeape gets open for 3. Good! Primeape's got 5. Lake of Rage retakes the lead. Alakazam dribbles it up. Zam. Gonna give it to Gengar. He's gonna let it fly. That's just missing. And it's rebounded by Gyarados. Gyarados taking it up the court. Gyarados waiting on the outside. He's maybe the best passing big in the league as well. Hitmonchan lets it fly for 3. It's no good. Alakazam in his face. Strong defense by the Psychic type. Obviously has the type resistance, so it shouldn't be the most difficult matchup for him. He's going to find Sceptile. Sceptile against Raichu. Gets a good screen from Machamp. Sceptile banks it home. Sceptile, second bucket of the game. And I don't talk about this enough. Machamp is the best screener in the KBA. He sets elite screens. He opens up so much room for his team, and that's a bad shot. You see, I was talking about Hitmonchan taking bad shots. That's a terrible shot. A step back with heavily contested with 12 on the shot clock. What is he doing? Alakazam with the block. Luckily, just for them, just goes out of bounds. It's Feraligatr off the inbounds in the corner. Finds Primeape. Primeape thought about shooting the 3. Good decision or not. He's going to get a screen from Gyarados. It's going to be a moving screen on Gyarados after Primeape drains it. You see, he budged his feet just a little bit. It's going to be Goldenrod ball. Low-scoring first quarter so far, 9-8 halfway through. I always set the standard at about 20 points per quarter. So we're below that rate right now. Sceptile for 3. No good. That was a deep 3 off the catch and shoot. He was really feeling it. It's Gyarados on the other side. Gyarados is going to stop. He's going to look for something. Gives it up for Feraligatr. It's not a great pass, but Feraligatr gets it back. He's going to give it over to Raichu. Raichu takes the shot. It's good from 2. Raichu, the former Wartortle that was traded to acquire Machamp. Timeout Goldenrod. Is that Zorora set to come in? We don't. Perhaps it is. Zorora's been maybe. Well, no, not. Has been a top 5 bench player in the playoffs. Not maybe the best because Sonic and Onyx exist, but and Cell. But Zorora's up there. Alakazam. Bounce pass. Gengar for 3. No good. It was off the mark from the get-go. He saw Primeape playing some decent defense. It's going to go to Gyarados. Gyarados takes it the other way. Gives it off to Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan's against Alakazam. Alakazam's right in his face. Played some great defense so far. Hitmonchan's now going to get open. Take the 3. That one was an alright shot. No good. Feraligatr's got the rebound. He's going to miss that too. What is going on with Feraligatr right now? He's got a major case of the yips in the playoffs. He was second in the league in field goal percentage. He's got one of the worst field goal percentages in the league in the playoffs. He's shooting 31% from the field. Machoke over Feraligatr. Feraligatr goes down, and Feraligatr's just playing scared right now. I have no idea what's going on. For a player who made first party All-KBA, this is a major concern. Primeape's fadeaway is no good. It's rebounded by Machoke. Gengar takes it. Gengar against Primeape, over Primeape, it's in and out, and Feraligatr's got the rebound. You need him to be aggressive if you want to win. Actually, the game that they won this series, he took no shots. Hitmonchan for 3, that's good. Contested in his face, doesn't matter. Hitmonchan drains it, and that's what gives life to those shots that he takes. The fact that he can make them, which is what makes him so dangerous, but at the same time, it makes him so much more aggressive and sometimes reckless. Feraligatr's going to get the block on the shot attempt from Machoke. And it's going to be Wartortles' ball. I believe rebounds currently favor Lake of Rage, so that's got to be a bit calming for them. Gengar for 3, no good. Rebound to Feraligatr. Feraligatr slowing it down, moving it up the court. He's against Alakazam. You know, he knows crunch most likely. Hitmonchan for 3, good. And a good half screen set by Feraligatr to really open that shot up. Really strong chemistry from the two players struggling so far. And Feraligatr's going to draw the charge. That's the Feraligatr we know and love. Playing aggressive, getting on the ground, getting dirty. And the Lake of Rage currently leads by 7. Hitmonchan takes the inbound pass. Alakazam's defended him really well, I'll say that, but Hitmonchan's managed to just create opportunities, and Raichu's going to get the bucket with the foul. He's got a chance for an and one to double the lead. Garchomp enters, and it doesn't end well right away. Raichu, the former Wartortle, now the Rager, is heading to the free throw line, averaging 10 points a game this series, 45% from the field, 50% from 3.
Number 26.
Free throws no good from Raichu. Garchomp finds Alakazam. Alakazam over to Garchomp. Garchomp pestered by Hitmonchan. Garchomp's going to go for Zam. Alakazam puts it up. That's no good. And it's rebounded by Hitmonchan. He pushes the pace, gives it up to Feraligatr. Feraligatr stops. Feraligatr goes, and I'm not sure about that pass. He had a lane against Gengar. Primeape puts it up deep from 3. No good. It's just not a great decision by Feraligatr. Again, where's that aggression that we love to see? Where's the fury? Where's the rage? And if Alakazam takes the feed and puts it in with ease, It's a 7-point game. Hitmonchan on the outside, going to his right now. Back, spinning around, going to his left. He's looking for something. He's got nothing. He gives it off to Raichu. Raichu up to Feraligatr on the top. Feraligator's looking around. He gives it off to Primeape. He lets it fly. That's no good. Garchomp's got the rebound. Garchomp moving it up slowly but surely. Gives it off to Zorora. Fine. Shot clock off. Could be the final possession of the opening quarter. Zorora goes to his right. Zorora against Raichu. Zorora goes to his left. Cuts in. Fouled. He'll head to the free throw line with 4 seconds to go. Now, a note I don't think I made before. Lake of Rage, you hear the crowd booing. They don't like that call. Well, the home team has won every game in this series so far.
At the line for the Warriors.
So that's something to keep in mind. Lake of Rage, the home team in this one. Now, that doesn't mean anything.
Taking 2 shots.
Zorora. Shooting. First shot's good. Second free throw for Zorora. It's good. Zorora's got 2. It's now just a 5-point game. Moving their way back in. Hitmonchan heaves it up. That's no good. That'll do it for the first. A strong defensive start for Lake of Rage. They've been playing slow. Feraligatr struggling, but Hitmonchan, Raichu, Primeape hitting their stride right now. They lead 19-14 through 1 quarter. We'll be back with more action. Welcome back inside Lake of Rage. The Ragers currently leading Goldenrod Wartortles 19-14 through 1 quarter. They are looking to force a Game 5 for all the marbles. Every team has done it so far. Can Lake of Rage continue that trend, or will Goldenrod become the first team into the KBA semifinals and be one step closer to becoming the very best, like no one ever was? Alakazam to begin the second quarter. He had 4 points in the first. He dribbles to his left, under the basket, gets Gyarados to fall, and gets the bucket. How about that from Zam? Again, this is what we expect from Alakazam. 16 points a game, 6 assists a game in the playoffs. That's better than his MVP caliber regular season numbers. Hitmonchan gonna go toe-to-toe with him. Gets a bucket on the other side. Up to 8 points on 7 shots. You know what? If you're scoring more, if you have more points than field goal attempts, you're not hurting the team. I'll give you that, Hitmonchan. Garchomp on the other side gets a screen from Machamp. They're running the double center lineup. He's going to kick out. Gengar wide open for 3. No good. Rebound to Gyarados. Gyarados finds Feraligatr. Feraligatr against Alakazam. Feraligatr backing him down. Feraligatr got to get something to go his way, and he finally does. Feraligatr's on the board. Lake of Rage shooting 47% from the field. Goldenrod just missing a lot of shots. Even open shots, especially Gengar. It's been a rough start for him. And they trail by 7 as a result. Garchomp finds Alakazam, but Hitmonchan was ready for it. Alakazam dribbles in, now dribbling out. Alakazam pulls up, long 2, no good. Garchomp is there for the putback throwdown. Look at that aggressiveness. Primeape on the other side, gives it out to Raichu in the corner, wide open, and he drains it. Not sure how the first party all-defensive player Sceptile left him there. And that's extending the lead to 8. Alakazam, Feraligatr was mid-jump to block it. He saw that right through that attempt. Gyarados finds Primeape. Primeape under the basket. Kicks out to Hitmonchan, who is not anywhere near ready to shoot. Hitmonchan now is going to take a step back with a man in his face. It's no good. Feraligatr tips it up, tries to grab the rebound. It's tipped over to Sceptile. Gengar, other way, elevates and puts it in.
The assist from
And that all comes from Hitmonchan's terrible shot selection. Primeape to Hitmonchan on the other side. Step back. Jumper. No good. He's now 3 for 9 from the field. Gengar. Other side. Fouled by Primeape. Gengar will head to the free throw line. Heard me talking smack now. Wants to take over in the second quarter. Primeape cannot believe it. Now remember, game 3 saw some, some questionable reffing calls. Now, once again, I can't insinuate, because it's literally impossible to rig the game with the refs. You can rig the game, but you can't, rig the refs, Gengar's first free throw's good. It's up to 5 points. Second most on his team. Seven to 7 in terms of scoring in the second right now. Gengar's second free throw is no good. It's rebounded by Feraligatr. Gets up there and grabs it. Feraligatr takes it the other way. He's going to find Primeape. Primeape backing down Sceptile. Tough shot. Midi. Good. Primeape says doesn't matter. He's got 7. 2 for 5 shooting, 2 assists as well. He's passed really well in these playoffs. Just under 5 assists a game. Machamp going for Alakazam inside. That's a bucket. Nice passing play. Machamp threads the needle on the find. Alakazam's got a team high 8 points. Raichu has the game high with 9. Hitmonchan going to his right. Now he's going to his left. He's going to take the pull-up midi. It's no good. Primeape's there. He hassles in the rebound. Look at that. Gyarados outside. Long 2, no good. What an effort by Primeape. Nonetheless, grabs the rebound over a center. Garchomp, other side. Gengar over Hitmonchan. That's no good. Machamp's in there. He's got the easy board and the easy bucket. And all of a sudden, the lead's down to 3. Hitmonchan gets a screen. He's going to give it to Raichu. Raichu has trouble handling it. Gives it off to Feraligatr. Feraligatr inside. Hopefully he knows Ice Fang. Feraligatr, hook shot. Still no good. Feraligatr cannot make a shot for his life. Gengar to Sceptile. Sceptile on the other side, out of the corner, now going back into the elbow. He's going to give it to Machamp. He's wide open inside. What is Ditto doing with the scheming? Machamp, the easiest bucket you'll ever get. It's a 1-point game. And it's where Captain Falcon's scheming, his plan on offense is just reigned superior as Primeape takes the feed, gets the bucket off the feed from Gyarados. But, I mean, anyone could have decided that. That was a good decision, though. 3-point game. Timeout called by Goldenrod. Not sure why they're calling it. They have the momentum right now. Particularly Machamp. It's Alakazam. He's got 8 points so far. Against Hitmonchan, who also has 8. Gengar for 3. No good, and Gengar just hasn't been making them either. Feraligatr finds Primeape. Primeape's fouled by Gengar.
2 shots.
And
That's his first personal.
I think that could have been a flagrant. You see that he goes up for... okay, not as bad as I thought. Got mostly body there. I mean, that's an easy foul call, though. Primeape at the line is 9 points right now.
Shooting 2.
We'll see what Primeape can do here. 29 points in Game 3. First free throw's good. Game 2, he had 12 with 7 assists. Then Game 1, he was held to just 6 points. He's going to make both free throws, though. That's important to restore a 5-point lead. It's Goldenrod on the other side. Sceptile takes it at the top, bounces it over to Garchomp. Garchomp plucked at by Primeape. Luckily, Garchomp regains possession. Machamp bounce pass. Gengar for 3. It's good! And they need Gengar to start firing, and once he starts heating up, it could be it for Lake of Rage. Gengar makes his first 3 of the game. Raichu on the other side. Raichu drives. Raichu! It's super effective, whatever that was! Look at, I mean, you see the size difference between them right away, but he's got hops. Raichu gets up there and throws it down over Sceptile. Feraligatr hassling Machamp. It's a long 2. It's no good. Great defense by Feraligatr. Gyarados finds Hitmonchan. He goes up. It's no good. Feraligatr's there, but he misses. Oh no! Under the basket. Feraligatr again. He misses again. Another go. Finally, Feraligatr scores. I mean, to be fair, the important thing is he got the points. Gengar finds Machamp. Feraligatr blocks him. He missed the steal. You thought he was out of the play, and then he reaches back. Quick reflexes by the water type. Primeape against Gengar. Gengar's immune to fighting type attacks. Remember that. Primeape goes up. He's blocked by Garchomp. Garchomp with the rebound's gonna find Alakazam. Alakazam, Primeape's back quickly, and good transition defense by Lake of Rage, but Alakazam has it. Alakazam now double team, gets Gengar open. He's gonna hit the jumper. Gengar's got 10 now. I mean, it's the best backcourt duo in the league. You got to expect them to be firing. You got a game plan for if they're playing well, because even if they aren't, they still have a chance to impact the game. Primeape's fadeaway's no good. Gengar's taking it the other way. Gengar's gonna be fouled by Hitmonchan. They went up together, and that was like, yeah, that was gonna be a foul pretty much. Either a basket or a foul, and he got armed there. Gengar's heading to the line as short as Gengar's arms are. Gengar averaging 13.3 points in the playoffs. Chance to cut the lead. First free throw good. Gengar, one of 2 players named to the All-KBA first party and All-Defensive first party alongside Gyarados. Also a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. Just a player where whenever a player goes against them, he seems to have a bad game. The exception being Primeape in Game 3, I guess. But otherwise, Primeape was shut down pretty well in the first 2 games of the series. Had to pass a lot. Gyarados on the other side. They're up 2. He's going to give it right to Garchomp. It's a bad decision, and Garchomp has been playing some more elite defense in this series. Sceptile gets a bit of room. Going to put it up. No good. Garchomp's there for the jam. And you got to think, the way Garchomp's playing in the playoffs, he's going to have a starting role somewhere next year. Not they're going to be teams making calls about him. Raichu to Gyarados. Gyarados with it. Gyarados alley-oop. Feraligatr with the finish. And that's the advantage of having a great passing big on your team. And Gyarados goes up. Feraligatr comes down with the jam. Just like that, they retake the lead. Alakazam at the top. Alakazam for Gengar. Gengar is hassled by Primeape. Gets a screen. No good. Garchomp was ready for the rebound. Look at Garchomp go. I mean, he has maybe been the best player on the floor in the second quarter. Primeape trying to dance through everybody. Tough finish. Doesn't have the touch to get it to go. Alakazam, final possession of the half perhaps, as Zam goes up, Machamp with the finish for the lead!
Assist from
With 3 seconds left,
65.
and Hitmonchan heaves it up, it's no good. That'll do it for the second quarter. Goldenrod, 26 points, and that's what happens when Gengar starts firing. They lead 40-38 at half. The Garchomp show continues. Just shows why they're the best team in the league. We'll be back with the second half in just a bit. We're back at Lake of Rage, and the fans are singing a completely different tune than what they were singing after the first quarter. We're 2 quarters in, and like right now, the Ragers are 2 quarters away from being eliminated if they can't outscore Goldenrod by at least 2 in the second half. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action for the KB on Elite 4 TV. It's Game 4 of Round 1, and the 1-seed Wartortles. I mean, the depth of their lineup shows you how stacked they are. They really are the Lakers of the league in the sense where they get all the good players, it seems, and apparently those players refuse to leave their teams. Gengar banks it home to right away. He's got a game-high 14. It's 42-38. Hitmonchan to Primeape on the other side. Can Primeape respond? No, he can't. Machamp's got the rebound. An important stat. Tied in rebounds through 1, largely due to Garchomp. Garchomp, best player on the court in the first half, I'll say it. Complete difference maker. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Same numbers as Feraligatr, who, remember, made first party all KBA as Feraligatr. He's going to take it the other way, get the bucket and the foul. He's up to 8 points now. Feraligatr's had a really rough day shooting the ball.
Number 35.
But to be fair to him, I mean, his field goal percentage won't be great, but at the same time, there was a possession where he went 1 for 4 from the field because he had 4 offensive rebounds.
Number 60.
Feraligatr at the free throw line. It's no good. Launch pass the other way. Alakazam under the hoop, blocked by Hitmonchan, and Hitmonchan's got the rebound. Gyarados takes it the other way, kicks out. Primeape for 3. Good! For the lead! Primeape's got 14. And Lake of Rage retakes the lead just like that. Machamp over to Machoke. Is Garchomp out? Yeah, Garchomp is out of the game. Well, there you go. That's what happened when Garchomp's off the court. Here's Sceptile with it. Sceptile, jumper over Raichu. That's good. Money from Sceptile, who's had a much better offensive contribution in the playoffs. 8 points a game, 3 rebounds a game compared to, I think he was the lowest scoring starter in the KBA. Primeape, again! Bang! From 3!
Number 57.
Super effective. Alakazam, other side. He responds! And they're just going 3 for 3s. 3s for 3s now. Feraligatr gives it to Raichu. Raichu puts it in. It was a long glide to the hoop, but Raichu's got the bucket. Hasn't missed a shot yet. 13 points. Hitmonchan maybe pass it to this guy. Gengar for 3. No good. Machamp's there. He's got the easy bucket for the rebound. And one thing I've noticed in the second quarter and on, it's just been terrible boxing out by Lake of Rage. Tons of offensive boards going the way of Goldenrod. Sceptile taking it up the court. Finds Machamp. Machamp against Shiny Gyarados. Machamp puts it up. It's good. Shiny Gyarados has had himself a bad game. Another bad game, much like Game 3. And when he was their best player in Game 2, it's tough to see a way around that. It's going to be a steal on the alley-oop attempt. Alakazam goes up, no good. Gengar for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds, and Gengar can't hold on to it. Basically wrestled out of bounds by Hitmonchan, and into the game comes Zorora. Only used 7 players so far, and one of them isn't the player who finished 4th and 6th Mon of the Year voting in Mew. That's pretty funny. Meanwhile, not even sure if a bench player's played for Lake of Rage. Alakazam defending Hitmonchan. It's Primeape. It's going to go for Feraligatr. Feraligatr's against Machoke. Feraligatr, hook shot. No good. Again, strong defense from Machoke. And I mean, that's why he was a first-party all-defensive selection. Exceptional D. Alakazam to the corner. Zorora's wide open 3. Good! 10-2 run for Goldenrod. And that might put it away. So tough to score against them, especially when shots you're just not firing on all cylinders. Your Lake of Rage. Primeape goes through. Foul. He'll head to the free throw line.
Number 94. That's his second personal foul.
Primeape has 17 points so far.
At the line for 2.
My player of the game at the moment has still got to be Garchomp. Comes in, completely changes the game, gets his team the lead. Offensive rebounding. He just shattered the confidence of Lake of Rage, it felt like. Primeape, first free throw's good. I mean, Lake of Rage, you're thinking about it, just the ceiling they have this season was so high. Talking like the season's over, it's obviously not over yet, but we obviously don't get much time to talk about it at the end of the game, so the ceiling they had going into this year so high. When they're at their best, they can compete with anybody. I mean, they handed Goldenrod their first loss of the season. But the problem is they're so inconsistent.
Number 13. That's his second personal
And
foul.
that's what's caused them so much failure. I mean, 6-6 with a team of this caliber, the league's leading scorer. You've got 2 more All-Stars. A player on the first party LKBA. You should not be at this level. You should be significantly better than that, but they just aren't. Pidgeot, 3. Good! It's a 2, actually. That was a really long 2. Lead is up to 6. Feraligatr to Groudon. Groudon completely fakes out everybody and then banks it home. Was fading away with that. Why didn't he just drive in? I don't know. Groudon has been an absolute cancer to the team. during this playoffs run. Minus 14 in Game 3, 4 turnovers in Game 1. He's been awful. And a charge against Hitmonchan. Alakazam draws it. And my whole point about Lake of Rage is just the amount of games where they've just shot themselves in the foot is incredible. And as a result, they're significantly worse than they should be. Machamp and Alakazam and Machoke, all 3 starters still on the court against the bench of Lake of Rage. It's Zorora at the top against Marshadow. Right in Marshadow's face, it's no good. Groudon's got the rebound. Remember, Groudon began the season as a starter. Entei's got a clear line. Blocked by Machoke! Look at that defense! Pidgeot the other way, around Groudon, no good. Groudon snatches up the rebound. It's Houndoom to Entei. Second go, blocked by Machamp. Third go, blocked by Machamp. Oh my goodness, this evolution line cannot get enough of Entei. Alakazam on the other side. Inside to Machoke. It's good.
Number 67.
Super effective against Houndoom. 53% from the field in the third quarter. This game is getting out of hand for Lake of Rage. And they need something. I mean, just think of their roster at the beginning of the season. They had 4 All-Stars. Because remember, Hitmonlee was traded mid-season because Hitmonchan wasn't giving him any shots. And he was one of the most efficient players. Hitmonlee makes first-party LKBA, MVP finalist. And Hitmonchan doesn't even make an all-league team as Groudon puts home the rebound. My Hitmonchan hate rant is alive and well, though. He's just like... he's a selfish player. He's not a winner. And that's the worry if you're Lake of Rage. Can you continue to build on that? Can you continue to build up Feraligatr after this playoff series? Alakazam drains the 3. Got 14 now. I mean, the only player who showed up for this series has really been Primeape. And Marshadow on the other end puts it in. Marshadow was a disaster in Game 1. They were running well. They were playing them even. And then Marshadow comes in, ruins everything. Terrible player, really, this season. Poor in the playoffs as well. He's going to have to need a heroic effort. Compete contrary to what he's given so far is Machoke. Look at that little agility. Nice dribble around Entei for the bucket. And it's a 7-point game. Houndoom. Intercepted by Zorora. Zorora. Over to Alakazam. Zorora to Alakazam. Over Arcanine. No good. A rebound to Marshadow. Foul against Zorora. Final 35 seconds of the third quarter. I mean, they scored 14 in the first quarter. What a second and third quarter it's been for Goldenrod. Really taking the game into their hands. Groudon dribbling it on the outside. Groudon, oh my, he just walks in and gets the bucket. Groudon's got 6. The lead is down to 5. Alakazam against Arcanine. He puts it up. It's no good. Arcanine's got the rebound. 4 seconds left. Arcanine puts it in. Entei with the flush with a second left. And that'll do it for the third. Lake of Rage at one point felt out of reach. Now all of a sudden it's a 1-basket game. It's 63-60 through 3. It all comes down to the fourth quarter. Will we see our first team into the semifinals, or will we see yet another Game 5? Find out after this. We're in Lake of Rage. For what might be the final time this season, we take a look at the assist of the game. And great feed by Alakazam. Machamp with the finish. Machamp had a great third quarter. Up to 10 points now. Alakazam, 14 points, is tied for a team high. And Goldenrod a 63-60 lead in Game 4 of Round 1 of the playoffs. Hitmonchan pulls up right away. That's good. And with Mew in the game, is this an opportunity for Hitmonchan? We'll find out. Hitmonchan's got 10 on definitely more than 10 shots. Machoke against Feraligatr. Bounce pass over to Gengar. Gengar, step back, 3. Got it! He's different like that. Gengar, 17. It's a 4-point game again. I mean, they ended the third on such a high note, Lake of Rage. Groudon goes up for Raichu. It leaves his hands. He goes up for it again. It's no good. That was a physical challenge won by Goldenrod. Mew, other way, fouled by Raichu. He'll head to the free throw line.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, number 1.
Mew's at the free throw line. Mew's in a really tough spot because Mew is one of the best, probably a top 10 point guard in the KBA. And is stuck behind a top 1 point guard in the KBA on the depth chart. So as a result, doesn't get as much playing time as maybe you'd expect for an Elite 6th Mon in the playoffs. Mew. Good. Mew's first points. It's a 6-point lead. Raichu. Got an open Gyarados, but passes too late. Raichu's going to take it in. Raichu. He's got to do something. Gives it off to Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, tough finish. No good. Rebound goes to Sceptile. He misses the inside shot. Mew. Fade away. No good. That was a Hitmonchan-esque shot right there. As Feraligatr takes the feed. Drives with the bucket over Mew. And the foul.
Defensive foul.
Feraligatr
Number 1. That's
gets
the
the
first
lane. You see
personal
full
foul.
arm there, and Mew was just trying to stop it. Feraligatr gets a free throw on the way. Now, as I was saying, I've talked a lot of smack about Hitmonchan. Feraligatr's been invisible this playoffs. He's shot terribly. He's looked nothing like he did in the regular season, and this is continuation from the end of the regular season. I don't know what happened. Feraligatr really fell off a cliff. And like at one point he was third in the MVP race. And now he barely made first party, and now he's not doing well in the playoffs. Like I said, it leaves you wondering, can you build around these guys? Hitmonchan and Feraligatr. Hitmonchan, not a team player. Feraligatr seems to fall off in the playoffs. He's going to get blocked by Machamp. Meanwhile, Goldenrod knows exactly who they're building around, and Sceptile might be one of those players, elite defensively. It's going to get the bucket there. Timeout, Lake of Rage. Down 5 with what could be 6 minutes to go in their season. Hitmonchan off the inbound. Alley-oop, what are you doing? It's intercepted by Machamp with ease. Mew wide open at the other end. Easy 3. Where was Hitmonchan gone? He looks like he's given up. Feraligatr. Blocked by Machoke. My goodness, this has been a nightmare game. as a fadeaway. Good from Sceptile. He's got 10 points. Solid game. And at this point, what should be the game that sends their team to the semifinals? Raichu gets the screen. Jumper. Good. Raichu's got 15. 7 for 9 shooting. Really the only strong shooter in this game. Him and Primeape have shown up, and really no one else has. Groudon's had a good game, but a bit too late. Groudon was terrible for the rest of the series. Sceptile for 3. Got it! Sceptile's draining him! Go, Grass Boy, go! Raichu, other side, no good. Feraligatr on the rebound, finally gets a putback to go. Took him long enough, but it might be too late. It's a 9-point game. Machoke dribbles it out. What a game Machoke's had defensively. And once again, he's just proven how elite he is on the defensive end. I mean, I think he was possibly snubbed for DPOI, at least a nod for nomination. Gengar was the nomination. His shot won't go. It's rebounded by Shiny Gyarados, who has been invisible in this game. Feraligatr to Gyarados. He's blocked by Machamp. What a game it's been for Machamp. Really quiet. Once Garchomp came in and set the tone, it seems like Machamp's just following through. I mean, the centers, the bigs for Goldenrod have dominated, which was really the last thing you expected going into the series, that it would be the bigs for Goldenrod being the difference. An illegal screen called. And I mean, Lake of Rage, I mentioned, just such a high ceiling, but such a low floor, and that's reared its ugly head. Just ball hogs on the team, not just Hitmonchan. Like, when Feraligator's not making his shots, it gets ugly. Marshadow off the bench, normally terrible when he's missing his shots. Gengar gonna be fouled, head to the line for 3.
Number 94. 3 shots.
And the players that you expected to dominate, Red Gyarados, such a great game 1 and 2. Invisible in game 3 and 4. Couldn't get the job done. And like I said, there are a lot of questions in the offseason. Gengar's got 18 now. What a game it's been for Gengar. Mew, solid game for himself. Stepping out, pointing to the crowd, saying, see you next year. And a series that they had hope in, especially after 2 games. And it's good from Gengar. Gengar's got a game-high 20 points. He's gotten it done. He's missed a lot of shots, but he's made up for it, getting to the line. He's changed up his game a little bit. Gyarados going to be fouled by Sceptile. Having himself a solid day offensively. Gyarados heading to the line. He's got 2 points right now.
Number 13.
Entering this was averaging 3.3 steals, 3.3 blocks. He's certainly not doing that in this game. First free throw good. I mean, as for Goldenrod, let's flip the switch. Goldenrod, best team in the league, top to bottom. Some have said at certain points, overpowered, way too good.
that it ruins the balance of the league. They're really the Dodgers of the KBA. And I mean that in a positive way, because just so many talented players together. Alley-oop from Gengar, no good, but I don't think that's going to hurt the team too much. Feraligatr on the other side puts it up. It's no good, and Sceptile's there with the glass. Gengar, he races through. He's got 22. Gengar looking like his early season self, where he was right up there in the MVP race. And it's a game high for Gengar. Raichu on the other side. That jumper's good. He's got 17. It's a strong game for Raichu. At least, I guess. Timeout, Goldenrod. Just make sure everyone's calm. Make sure you can close it out. But I mean, Goldenrod, just the best team in the league. So much talent. And with the way their bigs have played this series, there is no reason why they shouldn't be the heavy title favorites. Player of the game's not Machamp. Player of the game, I've said it before, never going to be Machamp. Player of the game's probably Gengar. Maybe Alakazam, shut down Hitmonchan. 14 points for himself. Garchomp, again, had that spark early on. Alakazam for 3, no good. Feraligatr's on the rebound. 2 minutes to go. Raichu tries to battle through, no good, and props to Raichu, seems to be the only one on the team who hasn't given up at this stage. Sceptile 3, no good. Feraligatr's got the rebound. They need 12 points quickly. Gyarados on the outside. He's going to drive. He's going to pull up from the mid-range. It's no good. Feraligatr's there. Feraligatr with the jam. He's got 15. 10-point game. The inbound to Sceptile. Machamp takes the feed, puts it in. Up to 12 points. On efficient scoring, too, for Machamp. A very solid game, but like I said, there's no way he's the best player on the court. Raichu to Feraligatr. Over to Primeape for 3. Good. Lead down to 9. Primeape's got 22. Alakazam. Going through. Gonna be fouled by Gyarados. Get a trip to the free throw line now. The crowd booing. I mean, hate him because you ain't him. Alakazam, difference maker. Shutting down Hitmonchan, but some would say Hitmonchan did that to himself.
Number 65. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
I mean, in this series, maybe the only positional battle the Lake of Rage won was shooting guard. Actually, when you think about it, I'm going to make a contrary point, actually. Think about it. Centers, Gyarados, Machamp, who had a better series? I think it's pretty close. I'd probably lean Gyarados because he was the star in 2 games. Feraligatr, Machoke, give it to Machoke. Raichu, Sceptile, well, again, Raichu was the star in 2 games. Primeape was better than Gengar this series. So that's 3-1 theoretically. But the difference between the point guards, so big that Goldenrod has run away with it at the end. And it's going to be a steal by Sceptile. You know what? I'll give it to Sceptile over Raichu. Not just because of that steal, but still 2-2. But it's the series that ends with 4. Gengar, alley-oop, finds Machamp for the jam. 91-78. The Goldenrod Wartortles. Look at Garchomp on the bench. He's fired up. Gyarados goes up for it. Blocked again. One more for good measure for Machamp. What a game it's been defensively. Him and Machoke have shut down Gyarados and Feraligatr. Alakazam finds Sceptile for the easy bucket. Sceptile's got 15. The Wartortles, dominant. They're heavy championship favorites. And this is why Goldenrod takes it in 4. The Raichu hits a late 3, but regardless, the Goldenrod Wartortles are one step closer to being the very best, like no one ever was. They advance to the KBA semifinals with a 93-81 victory. Your final. What a game. What a team victory it was. Everybody doing their part. And Lake of Rage, you can't help but feel this was a wasted season. They will not need a Game 5. They'll be the first team into the semifinals. But until said semifinals, I'm Curtis Coleman with all our friends at the KBA on Elite 4 TV. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.